Greetings people, how's it going? Some random person here. Today we're gonna talk about soil, which I can give you a complicated explanation for and a simple one. I'll give you the simple one first, and then we talk about all the terminology and everything that they do in here. In short, what they do is simple, but for that I gotta disappear from the screen. You can see right here, you can earn USDT, USDC, up to 14% passive income secured by cash flows from real world assets. So what you can do is, instead of staking, let's say, stablecoins on other exchanges where you might get like 4 or 5% maximum, you could lock it on the site, you get like 10%, 12%, 14%. They take the money, lend it out to people in real life. And when they pay back their loan, they pay a higher percentage than the yield that you get. And the money made in between, that is the money that Soil makes, which not just allows them to reward you with quite a lot, but also handle everything in a secure way. So in other words, when it comes to the more complicated approach, it's a blockchain-based lending protocol that connects traditional finance and the crypto world, reshaping the whole idea around corporate debt and fixed income investments. As a crypto investor, you can lend your stablecoins, and because this one acts as a debt marketplace, established companies can obtain financing or borrow money, which then over time, when they pay that money back with the interest on top of that, makes all of us as people quite happy. The mission is pretty simple. They want to have something that is stable and secure for us as crypto investors, while opening up a new way for traditional finance to obtain financing. So when in the past only banks and giant financial institutions were able to lend out huge sums of money and get that percentage paid out to them over time, now with Soil, we can all join a pool. You can use X amount of money, however much you have and want to invest, for example, and then get a pretty good yield. For example, typically would be like 7.5%, and here it would be 14.6%. As an example, obviously that changes from project to project. And here's the thing, because it is crypto, this is super easy to access for us as people. And that is, if you have MetaMask installed, you simply, once they're fully live, connect it to the site, go through a pretty quick KYC process, and then you can use any amount of stable coins that you're willing to invest, choose the pool you'd like to invest in. That's it. We also have a explainer video / breakdown on their site. We can see how their dashboard would look like for the app itself. Connect with your MetaMask on the site, approve the connection. Then behind me, check out the different features where they have earn, grow, swap, vesting, as well as the dashboard overview. And on the earn page, look at the different pools. For example, pool number 1 would be a duration of 18 months, where you get up to 14% APR, 8% of that in USDC, 6% in their Soil token, as well as the pool value, how much money has been accumulated in that pool so far, all the stats you need to know, including your rewards. But then on pool number 2, for example, it's only a duration of 12 months, but you get 10%, 7% in USDC, 3% in the Soil token, so it varies based on the pools. In the next tab, they would have the grow feature where you can grow your Soil tokens, which then also boosts your yield. Because I made a couple of videos about PancakeSwap in the past and you've probably used it before, it is a similar approach. As in, instead of cake tokens, or let's say in SushiSwap you have the sushi token, on Soil you would have the Soil token. You can invest it itself, you can let that grow, get extra yield, extra percentages on that, which then means the token value is either stable or goes up in value because people want to get the percentage on that token as well. Plus they get rewarded in stable coins anyway, so there is a payout, and it keeps the economy around the token more stable. You can then also harvest the token, have more, invest it, stake it, sell it, whatever you like to do with it. Or natively on their site, swap it into other tokens. One of the main reasons why they do that in here is they believe that everybody should have a fair chance. Think about it this way. You're Bill Gates, you have billions of dollars, but you think, I want to have some more. You can just start a new company, tell all your friends in Silicon Valley, hi, I'd like to have 5 billion, thank you, and they're probably gonna invest in that. Now, if you have a far better company, but you're not known, you don't have the connections in the industry, how do you get a loan? How do you get a fair deal on money invested? Kinda difficult if you ask me. We're not gonna talk about the banking system, how money is made, who controls the money and all that, but if you are part of the group that controls the money, you probably select who you hand that money out to. So what if we take that power away and give it back to the people, where they can decide, where they make it a more fair solution for anybody out there. They also make it as secure as they can. They're based in Estonia and Malta, which has favorable jurisdictions for global crypto projects, and they also have an entire white paper which you can access. Once you click that, this link is gonna open. All you gotta do is you insert your email, click on continue, and then you can access the white paper. In here, 36 pages, very detailed. Let's focus on some of the most important things like the yield, the tokenomics, as well as the token distribution, because, you know, crypto money, that's kind of what we focus on. For example, the loans in here are backed by cash flow from operating businesses secured by multi-chain guaranteed fund, which means there's not going to be an FTX situation. The initial puts on the site are going to have 8% in fixed yield with up to 6 additional percent on that, meaning 14 percentage points would be the highest. The 8% is fixed at the moment. Those puts are distributed in the following ways, where you get 4%, 7% or 8% for a 6, 12 or 18 months loan, as well as additional yield boosters on top of that. For example, the Stakers Premium and the Early Bids Incentive. What is also good to know down here, it's not just KYC for us as potential investors, but also KYB as in know your business. So it's not just, hey, I'm a company, I'd like to take some money. Obviously, to do their research and have a process for that as well. They also got the early bids pool, so early lenders have some incentives, which rewards us with tokens for trust and engagement in the first 6 months. For the companies that might be interested, you will get immediate access to cash on your bank account. But of course, read the entire white paper yourself, probably reach out to the team if you're a company. It's not just click button money, nice. For the tokenomics, the goal is to build a long-term token value and to maximally motivate investors and token holders to stake their tokens and engage in lending activity. For example, because we talked about PancakeSwap for a second earlier, their token used to be worth I think $27 at the peak, and now it's like $1.60. And the good thing about that is, if you launch a project now, and in the future, you can always learn from other people's mistakes and things that happened in the past, see what led to what fluctuation in the token, learn from that, and then change it. Here's how the tokens are going to be distributed. We will have 100 million in total, 8.5% for venture capital investors and private investors over here, 12.5% for private investors, which means 20% that's gone. 12% for us as lenders. They will have a public sale for 3% of the supply, 10% in staking rewards, 10% for the ecosystem, 15% for the team, liquidity providers, and for the treasury. It's going to be a vesting period over X amount of years. For example, 2 years over here, 2.5 years down there. Then after roughly 50 months, 4 years, maybe a little more, most of the tokens should be in supply. In the second half of 2023, they want to have the IDO and also listing on centralized exchanges. We're working on the project, improving it over time, the good things. Also keep in mind, because this one is not just an NFT or something random, the team is obviously doxed. They have years and years of business experience. Their LinkedIn is linked as well. And the investment team behind it, they have a proven track record of success, have managed funds with a total AUM exceeding 5 billion across a diverse range of debt. Roadmap. So far, I think the project in the second half of 2021 started to get traction where they developed the project concept. Over a year ago, they developed the tokenomics, had the first version of this white paper, secured investments by Big Brain Holdings, for example, established partnerships, placed first in DeFi and third overall in the pitch contest, and have a fully functional MVP product ready that has been developed, and got an additional in $500,000 in funds from investors. Now for the future, for the rest of 2023, the first half, second half, and then the future. We're going to announce the public sale, build the liquidity supply, conduct a public sale and listing of the SOL token on centralized and decentralized exchanges, conclude partnerships, extend the product portfolio, and then cooperate with institutions and protocols to provide the users with passive income investment opportunities, meaning they got quite a lot of planned for the rest of this year. For partnerships, they, for example, got Mount Fund, Flexi, and additional ones in the future, where they keep you up to date on their Twitter every single day with what is going on with the project, how the audit went by Hacken, for example, and more over time. Most important thing right now is the whitelist opportunity for the upcoming private sale, where all you gotta do is enter a couple of information as well as your wallet on Polygon. If you don't have a Polygon wallet within MetaMask, click on this drop-down menu when you're logged in, click on Add Network, and then just click on Add Polygon. It's the same wallet address as your Binance Smart Chain or ETH address in MetaMask, and then hit subscribe. That's it. And if you want to look at the white paper yourself or the pitch deck, the website, I got links to everything in the description down below. The tokenomics are designed in a deflationary way. They want to make it available to investors worldwide. And the market they target, the debt market, the corporate debt market, is valued at $14 trillion. So if we play with our fantasies and just see how it goes in the next couple of years, there's a good chance they might be the pioneers or some of the first that make something like this happen, where they connect traditional financing with Web3 and crypto and then fuse those two together. In the next 2 months, they're gonna launch their fully developed product. This is obviously not financial advice. You also can't give the money just yet. You can only win money if you participate in the giveaway campaign down there. That being said, let me know what you think, and I see you fairly soon with a video about something. Until then, take care.